The City of Jasper has assembled its advisory team for developing the former Jasper Country Club property. The Dubois County Council approves an appropriation for Highway Department equipment bidding and inform with Dubois County Emergency Management Director Tammy Miller. Those stories and much more are coming up next here on 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. In your news at this hour, the City of Jasper has revealed members of an advisory team for the city's plans on the development of the Jasper Country Club property. As the city finalizes the purchase of the former Jasper Country Club golf course, Mayor Terry Seitz has formed an advisory team to work on urban and open space planning for the property with city visions. The planning group recently selected by the Jasper Redevelopment Commission to lead the planning process. In a news release, Seitz says the acquisition of the property represents an unprecedented opportunity for the city, its residents, and the region. The mayor says in order to help formulate a collective and executable vision for the site, the city has assembled a diverse group of stakeholders into an advisory team. Team meetings will be open to the public, with the first one to be held next Wednesday, April 3rd, from 3 until 4:30 p.m. at the Arnold F. Habig Community Center. The advisory committee consists of a total of 19 people, including city residents and officials, council members, and at least one representative of both the Greater Jasper Consolidated School Corporation and Jasper Library Board, as well as Mayor Seitz himself. City officials say that once the property is under city management, it will initially be closed to the public, with ongoing maintenance performed by the Jasper Parks and Recreation Department. Last night, the Dubois County Council approved a $400,000 appropriation for the Highway Department to bid on a new excavator and salt trucks. The council favored a bid with ERB Equipment of Evansville, where a 2010 model year excavator would cost a little over $199,000. However, due to an available government discount as well as a trade-in estimate for the old equipment, the cost of the excavator would bid closer to $150,000 or $160,000, County Highway Superintendent Steve Berg told the council. In all, keeping the cost of the new equipment down was very important to the council, most of all Councilman Mark Brescher. Brescher says in the future, big lump sums are not favorable for the county budget and favors a different way of doing it.
I feel like that needs to be distributed out a little more through the year instead of maybe one appropriation a year, maybe do a spring appropriation and a fall appropriation where you kind of spread this out.
Brescher says he welcomes bringing in a listing of a department's future needs, but he reiterated the need to keep the costs spread out over having a lot of big-ticket purchases all at one time. Also at last night's meeting, the council approved the advertising of a proposal to purchase 8 new police radios. Dubois County Prosecutor Kevin Krause told the council that new FCC regulations on radio frequencies are bringing about the need to replace the radios. The current radios would be given to reserve officers, according to Krause. The 2 bids under consideration came from Advanced Radio Communications, who quoted 8 radios at a cost of $5,080 or $635 per radio, and Jasper-based Harmonic Electronics, who quoted 8 radios at a total cost of $5,560 or $695 per radio. Recently elected U.S. Senator Joe Donnelly visited Dubois County on Saturday as he spoke as the featured speaker at the Dubois County Democrats' annual Truman Dinner. Donnelly, who previously served as the U.S. Representative for Indiana's 2nd District for 6 years, commended Dubois County's low unemployment rate and core Democratic values during his address to county Democrats. He told them it's his job to bring Indiana ideas and values to the U.S. House of Representatives.
People who respect their neighbors, faith, family, love of country, those are the values that I think are absolutely critical as we continue to build America, that are the cornerstone of everything we do. And it is what we see in every town in Dubois County, in southern Indiana, in our entire state. And so I say a lot, but I say it because it's true, that there's a lot more wisdom here in Jasper, here in Dubois County, here in Birdseye, than there is back in Washington, D.C., and I want our values to be reflected out there.
Donnelly told the crowd that he stands for working-class values and he believes everyone is entitled to the American dream. He asserted that everyone should pay their fair share of taxes. He pointed to an example of General Electric, who legally paid nothing to federal income tax, yet reported $5 billion in profits using 972 tax attorneys as an example of the imbalance of taxation. Donnelly says fair taxation is important for everyone to be able to realize their American dream.
We're working to make it so that everybody chips in their fair share, so that every kid, whether they're in Jasper or whether they're in the school in Gary that may not have every resource that a school here in town does, that every child can have a chance to see their American dream come true. That's who we are as a party. That's who we are as a nation.
He says as a party, the Democrats in Washington stand for middle-class families. He defined the American dream as a good job, home ownership, good schools, and a dignified retirement. Donnelly will be traveling the state the next couple of weeks after the last Senate votes come in on Saturday morning. Donnelly says he also wants to create an environment for job growth. He says it remains a priority to match unemployed people to skills needed to fill the thousands of available jobs across the country. He sponsored the American Works Act bill that he says will not use additional federal dollars, but will use funds available to target programs that create skills needed for immediate jobs such as machinery work. He pointed to centers such as the Advanced Manufacturing and Technology Center currently being constructed on the VU Jasper campus as an example for this initiative to match training needs of employers with individuals in Dubois and surrounding counties. He says his tour of Indiana will also spread the word about the work of veterans and their opportunities outside of the military. He also discussed his agenda to connect veterans to jobs and promote programs to counsel recent veterans.
For veterans who have emotional challenges, you know, we lost more veterans to suicide last year than we lost in Afghanistan. And so if you're a vet and you have a challenge, or if you just want someone to talk to, give us a call. Give your local VA a call. We want to help. My office number, one of my office numbers off the top of my head is 574-288-2760. We want to help.
Donnelly says veterans can also reach out through the Senator's website, their local Veteran Affairs office, or to their family doctor. He also hopes to promote outreach for vets who might not seek out the help. As a friendly reminder, the Indiana statewide tornado drill will be conducted tomorrow. A test of the emergency alert system will sound twice tomorrow, once between 10 and 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and again between 7:30 and 8 p.m. Eastern Time on commercial radio, television networks including this one, and all hazards radios. Coming up after the break, Kerry Schneider makes his weekly visit to the Humane Society. Plus, cloudy skies and flurries are slowly moving out of the area, and sunny skies are ahead in your local forecast. Followed by Kurt Guxell with sports and Informed featuring Dubois County Emergency Management Director Tammy Miller. That's all up next here on 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.